Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today back with another fan cast video, and this time for a new live action Power Rangers movie. Now to me, nothing can top the 2017 Power Rangers movie. To me, that is the most perfect for Power Rangers movie, for modern Power Rangers movie with like good special effects and stuff. For that is as perfect as you could get for a recent Power Rangers movie, but I want to see what happens if they try it again. And so, first up, we're going to start off with the Rangers, of course. Now, the Rangers, I had to think of someone who can be a leading man to be my Red Ranger. So, I think that Robert Pattinson can be the perfect Red Ranger, aka Jason Scott, in a Power Rangers movie. And I think that would be the best choice for a modern day Red Ranger, because he's already going to be Batman. So if you're Batman, I'm sold. You could easily do all the fighting and all the stunts and stuff that we need you to do in a Power Rangers movie. And then that leads me to my next one, which is Kimberly Hart, the Pink Ranger. So, I thought about it, and I was thinking, because I haven't really seen her in anything else, but I know that she was in, because I didn't want to grab anyone from the original, not the original Power Rangers movie, but the 2017 Power Rangers movie, and just carry them over. So I thought that would be kind of interesting if they tried again with Kristen Stewart. Now, yes, I used two Twilight people, get over it. But she is well known beyond the Twilights. And, like, yeah, sure, you could guess that their Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart would be reuniting if they did this, but also, I think Kristen Stewart could easily do the fighting that everyone would want out of the Pink Power Ranger. And I think she could easily carry that through the movie. She could carry the emotion, and she could easily be a Pink Power Ranger. Now, next, I needed a Blue Ranger, so the next one, I was like, I need to think of someone. Who is someone that could be, that looks like someone that could be a modern version of Billy Cranston? And I instantly thought of Ty Sheridan from Ready Player One, because he looks the part. You could kind of see in that character, like, he has glasses and he's the smartest character. Like, yeah, sure, some people might have to tell him certain things, but he is the perfect choice for me for Blue Ranger, because, like, that's the thing too. Like, these cast members are in their early to mid 20s, which Kristen Stewart, but in Kristen Stewart's case, I think Robert Pattinson as well is in their like early 30s, but they still look young. They look like teenagers. But yeah, so I think Ty Sheridan would do an amazing job as a Blue Ranger. Now the Yellow Ranger for Trini. This is where I was like, okay, where's this going to go? I don't know who to get. I was going to get, I was thinking of the chick that played, I think her name was Cassandra in Birds of Prey. The little girl in Birds of Prey, but I was like, nah, she's too young. If we're going people that are in their, like, early to mid 20s or early 30s. We need someone that looks like that they're a teenager, but it looks like that they're the same height or the same age as the other cast members. And I kept looking, and I'm going to screw up these next two people. I'm going to screw up their names. Tamala Shelton. I'm going to screw up her name, but she was in No Boys. She played Mia in No Boys. Sam's girlfriend. So because I just found it very difficult to find an actress that could play a good Trini. And I think she'll be great. Like, I don't know her outside of the No Boys early seasons and the movie. But the other movies and shows that she's done are kind of out of my league. So this would be kind of her quote-unquote breakout role into Hollywood. And this would be one of those things where she just, this is how she gets the auditions, basically, for other roles. So, next I wanted the Black Ranger. Now, this time I went for someone that I found so hard. Trini and Zach were both hard to find. So I decided to... So for Zach, okay, the Black Ranger, I got Noah Zafrika. I think that's how you say his name. I forgot the character's name, but he comes in later to play a character on the next step. And he kind of does... the way that he's trained to dance in that show is he's a basement dancer. So, because Zach, as we all know in the original show, is all about, he kind of dances while he fights. So I'm like, that would be a perfect person. He looks like Walter Jones did, as he did in the original series. And also, he can dance because he does dance classes outside the next step, which most of those people in that cast does. So I am down to see him as Zach in a Power Rangers movie. Now, the Green Ranger. If you're watching this after the Batman casting, I've double upped on someone quite a few times. But the Green Ranger, I had to figure out someone who I know would be the best of the best. And I was like, who better to get than the recent Spider-Man, Tom Holland? Because Tom Holland, to me, he is one of the best Spider-Mans besides Tobey Maguire. So I decided to get Tom Holland as Tommy Oliver, which just kind of suits. Now, Zordon. Zordon in the last movie, the 2017 movie, we got a perfect portrayal by Bryan Cranston. And I love the way that he could move around the command center as opposed to being in just one space in this giant tube. But I loved how how that all worked. I really liked it. So I was like, well, we gotta get Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart, again, doubling up on the last Batman one. The same guy who would play Mr. Freeze in my Batman casting is playing Zordon in this. But I think he's just very great. If you look at him and what he does with Professor X and X-Men, that is basically what Zordon is. But instead, he's in a tube, or if you look at the recent movie, he's on a wall. His head can just kind of slide across. So I think Patrick Stewart would be perfect as Zordon. Now, Alpha 5, I was like, well, this is easy. If we can't get Bill Hader, who did an amazing job as Alpha 5 in the 2017 movie, then you gotta get Frank Walker, who did the voice of Fred in Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? He does the voice of Scooby-Doo now. He did Tucker and Raza in Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze. He did Ray in The Real Ghostbusters. He is just a amazing voice actor. So I was like, he would be perfect as Alpha 5. Now, Lord Zed and Rhea Repulsa are the two people that I'm like, I'm going to get them from Power Rangers lore. So, Lord Zed, I thought it would be cool to get Bryan Cranston because he did an amazing job as Zordon in the 2017 movie. That I thought that he would do an amazing job as Lord Zed in a reboot. Because he can play those more serious kind of characters. Like Zordon, he could play. Lord Zed, he could play. Like, I don't think there's a way that you could make Lord Zed work in live action. Because in the original show, he just basically has, like, metal abs and metal underwear and a metal kind of helmet. There's no way you could make that suit today look good in live action, but you could try and do a more redesign, kind of what they did with Goldar in Power Rangers 2017 and Rhea Repulsa in 2017. And speaking of Rhea Repulsa, no one is replacing Elizabeth Banks as Rhea Repulsa. I was like, I'm not replacing you because you did a great job. You scared me, and you brought some craziness to that character, which we need in a Power Rangers movie. So, good job on that. Now, Goldar. Now, Goldar in the original series kind of talks like this. Rita! Are we going to get the Power Rangers? Now, and he kind of speaks in a growly voice. So, I'm like, who better than Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, aka Arnold Schwarzenegger as Goldar. And he can go, "Ooh, Rita! Rita, we need to get the Power Rangers now! Make my gloves grow!" And I was like, yes. For as ridiculous he is in Batman and Robin, and he already has that accent that Goldar kind of has. So I'm like, Arnold Schwarzenegger would be the perfect Goldar. Now, you could do Goldar fully CGI. You don't need to do him practical. But at least Arnold Schwarzenegger do the voice. I think that would be super hilarious to get Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the voice as Goldar. And going, Daniel Rangers! And I was like, yes, that's perfect. That would be, for me, the perfect casting for a Power Rangers movie. And I think that is what... This kind of cast is what you would kind of need for a Power Rangers movie. You would need people that can carry emotion and can do the fight scenes and can do things that you couldn't really do in the original series. Because the original series was, 1, 15 minutes long, 2, it was meant for kids. But do basically what the Power Rangers 2017 movie did. But take that, push it to the next level, and do more of that type of thing, and kind of like the Marvel movies. Make it more that tone, but don't wear the spandex. Do basically like that Power Rangers 2017 movie suit, but put Robert Pattinson in that suit, and then you would have an amazing Power Rangers movie if you have. But if you had Robert Pattinson, Kristen Stewart, and you had Ty Sheridan, and then you had I can't remember her name, frick it. But if you had like Tom Holland and all of those guys, that would be the perfect Power Rangers movie. And plus you would mix that with Patrick Stewart, and also you would mix it with Bryan Cranston as Lord Zed, Elizabeth Banks as Rhea Repulsa, and Arnold Schwarzenegger as Goldar. That would be an amazing cast right there. There's your there's your Power Rangers movie. You would sell tickets immediately if you had that cast. You would get, I would hate to say it, but you would get Twilight fans to that theatre. You would get Tom Holland fans to that theatre. You would get bloody Nowhere's Boys fans to that theatre. You would get fans of Ty Sheridan to that theatre. You would get fans of Arnold Schwarzenegger to that theatre. You would get fans of Patrick Stewart to that theatre. You would get fans of the Power Rangers movie that came out in 2017 to that theatre with Bryan Cranston and Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa. Like, I love all those things, so you got my ticket sold. That would be a perfect Power Rangers movie. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Also hit the little bell icon to get notified future videos I make. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel. And also press this bell icon.